Hey, I happen to have the two builds you're thinking about. So you can look at my stats and compare the damage up or down or whatever, depending on what yours look like compared to this. For Holy, I really suggest the Brianak instead of the Scythe one. The Scythe looks kind of cool, very risky, but kind of cool for the Martyr build. It kind of doubles up on that. But this one, it gives you attack and magic attack, and then gives you more magic attack based off of your attack, which is important for... Oh, no, not that one. But this one, since Grand Cross is based off the average between your physical and magic attack, it'll help a lot. At least the Brianak will help better for that. I guess you don't need magic attack for this one. It could just be straight physical attack. That makes sense. That's why the builds are different. But definitely a two-handed thing more so than a one-handed thing. It says subject to attack speed, but I got one agility there. And this seems to do a whole lot more damage against mobs. But it's not bad, I think. I mean, based on my standards, that's high damage for me. I don't know about you. And then to show you the Grand Cross, I got the cog that does the damage over time after the thing. And again, that's only 18k, but in like ET and stuff, this does a decent amount. Larg. So this build is all offensive and a little bit of support. I got the Devotion. It's not for tanking, but in like EC and stuff, healers get into bad situations, and I would rather save the healer and let him res me. So that's actually been really useful. Oh, I shouldn't have Blessing on. I'm trying to do it all unbuffed and stuff. I'll pause it so that expires. And then the shield has more actual good cogs. There's more good cogs than you have spots for them. Bouncing device is good if you're using that to farm. And I've seen a guy do this really awesome farming Arklauses with the cross shield and the firebrand sword to make the bashes, because the bashes are neutral. That transfers them to fire, so he does extra damage to them from that. And then he uses Magnum Break to increase his fire damage to do more damage. So he's like three-shotting those things, and I've seen a guy with the firebrand and the cross shield and this, and I don't know if he had this too, but he was farming as fast as a wizard, and it was really impressive and a little bit depressive. Anyways, and then that's important too. Higher is better. I just happen to get that. That's not necessary, but anyways. And I don't have the cross shield because I can't build 5 different shields and weapons and stuff. Not optimal cards. Only 140 weight as opposed to the cross shield is at 200 weight. At like, I don't know if that's even 80 or 90, but it's significantly heavier, so it does more damage from that, and also the multipliers. And so this is primarily tanking with a little bit of damage. So my boomerangs aren't doing shit. The other guy was doing like 26k or something, and I'm doing 7 or 8. Yay! Increases from things, and I don't know. And then the rapid smiting with more dex, you can cut down their cast time. Does more damage than the Holy Cross by itself, but then it has the wind up unless you add the dex in there. And it's pretty good, and I mean I can do a decent amount of damage while tanking, whereas the other one isn't tanky at all. I have to, sacrificing your shield, you're just a DPS, but I can be a DPS support, or I can be a tank DPS, or I'll show you my tanky build. My other one is a cross between a tank and a support instead of a tank and a DPS. Blarg. And for that I don't use strength, I just use vitality and intelligence so that I can spam the shite out of heal. Where's my skills? So yeah, that's the difference between my straight tank build. And I'm testing it out a little bit. The straight tank build has devotion, and I rely on devoting people in order to get aggro, whereas my shield build, in order to get the shield damage, I had to sacrifice devotion. So I still have the auto guard and the damage reduction from the reflex shield and all that. Don't skip out on reflex shield if you're getting the thing, because damage reduction and a little bit of damage. That stacks up both. Anyways, you just wanted to know the numbers. Those are the numbers that I have, and get helpful. Bye.